Joining us in studio is Bobby Genovese. He's founder of BG Capital Group, BG Capital Management Corporation, philanthropist, polo player, and collector of rare boats. My kind of guy.
Not just rare boats. I mean, we're talking Miss Canada 3, 4. I mean, these are iconic Canadian boats with history just oozing the accomplishments.
I said, my kind of guy. Bobby, great to have you in studio.
Well, you know what? Thanks so much for having me, and what an introduction.
Well, let's talk about your new initiative, which are these properties that you have, and maybe you can fill us in as to where they are, what you're doing, what it's all about.
Everybody loves to collect different things, and I happen to collect beautiful pieces of real estate, residences.
Yes.
Whether it be in Muskoka, Argentina, London, the Bahamas, Whistler, skiing, whatever it is. You know, when you get somewhere and it creates an incredible experience and you love it, so I always go a step further and buy it. so it's a problem, but you know what? It's been fantastic.
It's kind of how I feel with shoes.
On a bigger scale.
That's right.
Much bigger scale.
Yeah.
So they're sitting there empty. There is usually staff there waiting for somebody to arrive, and weeks turn into months, which turns into years. And the final straw was when I showed up in Argentina unexpectedly, without telling the staff that I was coming, and
They
they'd
wouldn't
actually
let you in?
they'd actually moved into the house. I hadn't been there in 2 years, and they were living there.
Bobby, I am so working for you.
I just thought, you know what? This has got to change.
Producer Jake Thomas, take this as my final notice. I myself am going to Argentina.
So we're going to talk about these properties one by one. It sounds like I could
Simon,
become your friend and just hang out at your properties.
Well, I actually got an email from one of my friends saying, I don't think I like this new business model. You mean I actually have to pay now to go? But you know what? I ended up spending a lot of time with Richard Branson over the last sort of 2 years, and he just finally really hit me over the head and said, you know what? You've got to get these properties working for you.
Because that's what he does.
That's exactly what he does. And that's how the whole bgsignatureproperties.com came about. So the idea being that a family or a group of friends can go and whether it be Muskoka or any of the other 10 properties and really live an unbelievable experience and be serviced to the nines and have the best time ever.
Okay, Bobby, let's talk about these properties individually. Are you okay with that?
Shoot.
All right, so first one, BG Equestrian Resort in Ocala, Florida. Luxury Equestrian Resort and cottages. Tell us more.
It is out of control. It is a piece of property that has its own theme park. The gentleman that had bought this or built this literally created Neverland of the East Coast.
Oh, you're kidding.
And from elephants to hippopotamuses to monkeys
Look
to
at
crocodiles.
Simon's face. I love it.
It's got a train that is a mile long that takes 30 kids at a time down the tracks.
I would love that.
To all of the different attractions. It's got 75 stalls for show horses. The barns are incredible. It's got a huge, the largest in Marion County riding arena.
Okay, so again, horse enthusiasts, that's definitely a great place for them.
Which is just a part of it, because the mountain biking, the zip lining, you arrive, I can promise you, you will not be bored.
So this is 10,000 square feet, 8 bedrooms, and again, magnificent accommodations, 6 luxurious 3-bedroom cottage homes. So you're talking this is great for events, weddings, corporate retreats, romantic getaways, I mean, you name it.
Everything, and it's already happening. It's been amazing.
Okay, now let's go to the next one. BG Lake Cottages, of course, Muskoka, Ontario. Now, for our listeners out there, I can talk this one with personal experience. So we're going to put that on our website, so they'll be able to actually see the excerpt we did for Cottage Life and see what that property is all about, because it's truly unbelievable. So let's do the next one, Simon.
Yeah, we have BG Bahamas in Nassau, and it's a private island.
Well, it's not so much an island as though you feel you're on a private island.
Okay. Oh, wow.
The house is actually on Paradise Island, And it just gives you, you're 50 feet from the beach, you're walking distance to Atlantis.
Walking distance from Atlantis?
A walking distance.
Oh, my word.
It's the best.
When we're talking Bahamas, really, who doesn't love the Bahamas, right?
The best.
All right.
Scuba.
Now,
Scuba nearby. That's
Scuba
what
nearby.
Just mentioned scuba, I'm there.
Now, private waterfront retreat, of course, Boca Raton, another one in Florida. Beautiful area.
Unbelievable. It was my own residence for several years.
Okay.
And then as a note, when I put this whole BG Signature Properties together, one of my best friends just took it for the next 2 years. It's gone.
Oh, is that right? Okay. All right. So I'm going to put a star beside that. Because, of course, I was eyeing that one because the shopping in Boca Raton is absolutely phenomenal.
As was his wife.
Okay. So
Well, let's go across the pond, shall we, to BG Manor in London.
Well, you know what? That, Simon, really is a remarkable piece of property. It's probably about a 40,000 square foot residence. It's actually a Canadian that had gone over and turned it into roughly 20 flats. But the building itself dates back to William the Conqueror.
wow.
And it's the Sherburne family, which the small town is named after. So you get to the Cotswolds, it speaks for itself. It's incredible.
And 17th century like architecture and the stonework.
It'll blow your mind.
It doesn't get any better than that, does it? Okay, how about this one? The BG Farmhouse in King City.
You know what? Another incredibly special piece of property because it borders onto, which used to be the old Eaton estate.
Okay.
So when the Eatons had donated the property to the province of Ontario, they had taken 600 acres and reserved it as a private wildlife sanctuary that could never be built on. So over the years, I've been slowly buying out all of the neighbors, where I now own about 2/3 of the street. And all of that property backs onto the reserve, and there's miles and miles and miles of hiking.
So I don't think we need to tell our listeners about what's all about and around in King City. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? So how about the BG Chalet in Whistler, British Columbia?
Again, lucky enough being raised here in Ontario and having a cottage. The first thing I did when I was in Vancouver is I looked for a chalet that was on the water and actually got it on Green Lake. So in the summertime, you're water skiing, wakeboarding all day. In the spring, you could actually snow ski on the glacier. In the morning on the mountain, you come back, have lunch, and then you can water ski all afternoon.
That is, to me, a perfect day.
And
Sounds amazing.
you know what? And it still is. It's the best.
I want the keys to BG Argentine Polo in Pilar.
I just want to wear the outfit. I just want to play polo.
We can get you the outfit, but I want to be there. So let's hear a little bit about that.
Well, you know what? Pilar, which is about an hour outside of Buenos Aires, 45 minutes to an hour, really is the capital of polo in the world. More polo fields per square mile than anywhere else in the world.
I knew Argentinians were passionate about it. I just didn't know that area.
It's as passionate there as hockey is here
Canadians?
in Canada.
Okay.
So I've built 2 polo fields, barns, a fabulous stanza. You show up, the staff get your horses, everything ready, and you are good to go.
So what if you don't know anything about polo?
But Simon,
can
that's
they
the whole
teach you?
idea.
Yeah,
That's the experience. Come over, try it. The staff will put you on a gentle horse. I can't tell you how much fun you're going to have.
So it looks like I'll have to go learn polo. And you know what? Sorry, guys, it might take me a year or so to pick it up. So
Yeah, I'll help you with the
you know where
tango
I'll
as long
be.
as somebody helps me with the polo.
Okay, how about this one then? The last property that we have is your yacht, of course, in Miami.
Yeah, it's again, being and living in the Bahamas, you need a boat. And,
Of course you do.
I was lucky enough to get a great deal on a 75 LSX Lazara. So it's got 4 staterooms, 5 bathrooms or heads on a boat, a crew of 3, and it's the perfect boat to do the Exumas, the Berry Islands, all of the Bahamian Islands, and or the Florida Keys, anywhere you want to go.
Unbelievable. And I guess you have bonus BG Air, reaching your destination style and comfort. Tell us more.
Well, everybody needs a plane. So, was lucky enough to do a deal and got a great Lear jet, and it just gets us there faster and more fun.
But again, Bobby, can you tell us your website where all the properties are currently featured online?
Yeah, the easiest place to see them all is BG, Boy George, BG signatureproperties.com.
Okay.
And they're all there. And book early or they'll be gone.
All right. Brilliant.
And I'm thinking that our next interview should be starting off on the plane, heading to the yacht for a stopover on the way to Argentina.
I'm so in.
where Bobby will probably give us tango lessons.
Oh, you guys,
yeah.
how much fun are we going to have? Do up your seatbelt and hang on.
Truly, what a great success story. You're Canadian. Congratulations. And
Thank you.
I think that was one of the best hangouts you had with Richard Branson. I have to tell you, I have that list of, that bucket list of those people that you want to, you want to meet. He's actually one of them.
And he really is a sweet
Fascinating guy,
Yeah.
isn't he? Yeah. So will you come back again? Or I think, let me ask it this
Let me
way.
say, can we
come
meet
to
on
you.
the plane? Yes.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wonderful. You're absolute true
Who
joy.
has more fun than us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Nobody.
I have a feeling you got us beat, Bobby.
Right.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Great having you.